Live. Whew. Now people are joining to this new peer news event. Okay. Now I see some people from Facebook and LinkedIn. Message to Facebook. Okay, 17 people. Hi, Lera. Hi, everyone. And this is a new event sponsored by PRNEWS.io. And hi, Franks. You're from, here you go. Hello there. And Franks is sending some greetings from YouTube to us. Okay, cool. And hi, Elena. Good day to you too. So let's warm up a bit. Let's do a quick recap of what we're doing right now and what are we up to. So this is a new PRNews.io event. We will be talking about kind of cool topic, how to monopolize the search results page strategies for visibility. And as always, hi Julia. As always, I will not be alone at all because today we have a big part of our team. How Nastya, how
Hi,
Danielle,
hi.
how Alina, how Anna. Hello there. What an intro. Okay, ladies, please introduce yourself a bit and tell us more about what are you uh, what are you talking about in this webinar. So Nastya, let's start with you. Okay, thanks.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Nastya, Nastya Zelenovska, and I'm content marketer with over 10 years of experience in industry. And today we'll explore the crucial role of content marketing in improving search engine visibility.
Okay, cool. And then Danielle.
Hi everyone, I'm Danielle. I'm PR specialist at PR News, and I will be focusing on how to leverage quality content on PR strategies.
Okay. Then we have Alina.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Alina Hotra, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to speak at this webinar. And over the years, I've immersed myself in the world of media and public relations, and I've gained invaluable insights into the intricate relationship between search engine rankings and social media. So I hope you are ready to be informed, incited, and motivated to get your online visibility to new heights.
Absolutely. And then last but not least, Anna, because I left you like for the like last because you will be the first with the presentation,
Very
right?
smart. Yeah, I
Really smart.
appreciate it. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. I'm new business development manager at PRNEWS.io, and I'm going to tell you today about fundamental things about SEO fundamentals, how to optimize web content, what influence SEO rankings. So probably we could start with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I say bye to Nastya, Daniele, and Alina
See you
just
soon.
for a few minutes, no worries. And
No.
Anna, yeah,
Yep.
let me share my screen so you can start with your presentation. And here we go. Yeah, this is the big topic of the event. Yeah. So yeah, this is us. This is PNews.io, our platform. We do PR tutorials in online media, and you can do it in a few clicks. And Anna, here you go.
And this is me finally. Yeah. So I'm going today to talk about SEO, which is search engine optimization. I hope that most of you are aware of it. If not, no worries. I'm going to help you dive deeper into it. So it is a process of increasing the visibility of website pages on search engines. And the main purpose of it is to attract more relevant traffic. everything is easy. So SEO is often about making like small modifications to parts of a website. And when you're like viewing it individually, these changes might seem like very minor improvements, but when you like combine them with other optimizations, the impact can be large. So luckily, most of search engines, they publish SEO guidelines, so all of us could know like the rules of the game we are playing it. So let's discuss some tasks that often involved with search engine optimization. So yeah, thank you for switching to this slide. It will help me. So first of all, SEO is about proper website content and structure. It is very important, like to have well-organized website, so search engine crawls and algorithms will be easier to understand what we are like exposing to our audience. And if a website isn't easily crawled, so certain pages might not ever appear in search results, and you would never show them to your target audiences. And another SEO aspect is technical website development. Yep, thanks. Let's go there.
Let's go there to the challenges.
Yeah. So next aspect is technical website development. It is about tasks that related to hosting, web page redirects, error pages, page loading, and other, let's say, boring things, but you should do them. And third, and probably the main point of interest of today's event would be content development. We will talk a lot about it today, so just be patient. We will like stuff you with information about it, I swear. And fourth SEO aspect is keyword research. Actually, it is a process of finding terms and phrases that potential customers could type into search. So it is important to create your website that aligns with what your potential customers are searching for. And keyword research should be like the closest friend of how you create your content. So anyway, there are a lot of strategies how to be effective in terms of SEO, but there is no perfect way to do this. So just believe in yourself and be creative. Yeah.
work hard. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Robinson vibe today.
Tony Robinson vibe indeed.
Actually, we can jump into next slide and dive deeper into how SEO impact on rankings. Actually, getting better rankings of your pages like is the main goal of SEO because it gives you more visitors. As we could see on this like picture that shows us the average click-through rate on Google search, the more you got, the higher your position, the more visitors you got. And as some SEO guru, Andrew Holland, I hope that you follow him on LinkedIn since he is too cool. And he says that the best place to hide a body is page 2 in the Google search, since it's almost zero traffic. Don't rely on like staying on page 2. It probably won't give you any tangible results. So yeah. Again, as we're speaking of SEO, it is a bit of magic and a bit of controversial things. However, like nobody knows exactly what influences the most and what is the proper type of doing SEO the best way. But there are some ranking things, ranking factors that are confirmed by search engines. For instance, we can let's go to the next slide and dive deeper in what do we have confirmed by Google, the strict advices, what should we do, what we shouldn't. So over the years, Google confirmed these things like importance factors, and let's discuss them. The first one, of course, we are going to speak about content a lot, so it is content relevance. And Google determines whether a page is relevant to search or not. And the most it's relevant, the higher it would be. Also, Google is let's say, looking at quality of your content. So it uses various means to identify quality. It includes like input from real people and some machine learning. So yeah, it would be find out anyway. Also, Google consider how far your business is from the person who is searching something. So it would show like the most relevant results. And the most interesting things on the next slide, so let's go there. Yeah. Probably all of you know this very famous SEO tool that provides metrics, which is called MOZ. And according to their research, more than half of success are like depends on off-page SEO. And so it's time to talk about backlinks actually. It is very important to have relevant links from other sites, so Google can like understand, let's say, that your site is trustworthy, and also it is relevant to some content. So actually, by the way, for those who aren't aware, PRNEWS.io is a platform for acquiring articles with backlinks, and such backlinks are like Google are growing very eagerly, so we like guarantee that it would be like the best solution for having backlinks. So yeah, it was like a small advertisement. Let's go further. The next factor is mobile friendliness. So
We cannot do anything about it, but still.
Yeah. So that's pretty obvious that Google will rank higher that sites, especially when person is like searching from some mobile device. That sites which are like optimized in terms of mobile friendliness would be ranked higher. Also, page performance is very important. I mean, like speed of loading, responsiveness, and visual stability, and so on. And also, Google is going like to provide you with the best experience of using it. So it tries to show like you the results from pages which are like have a secured connection.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are living in an era of cybersecurity and and scamming and phishing, etc. So that's a great one.
Yes, we
We move
always
forward.
should consider it. Move
Shall
forward.
we move forward? Negative SEO ranking factors. So something that we just talk about, something that will put you up in the top positions, and let's see something that will put you
Sure,
in the
sure.
second page of Google.
Yeah, there should be something negative, like to have a balance in this life. So let's consider negative ranking factors. Like presence of these things on your site could like lead to some worse rankings or even some penalties from Google. So the first thing and the most annoying probably is pop-ups. So if your site are stuffed with like things that distract users from accessing the content properly, you would be banned, let's say. And also keyword stuffing is not a very good thing. Probably sometimes like in terms of creating a perfect selling SEO content, some writers tend to like make this text full of keywords, so it is stuffed. Yeah, you want to share your bad experiences?
No. I'm just thinking about some memes that I found on LinkedIn about intrusive pop-ups that ja- basically I'm really a blog reader, I may say, rather than a book reader. I love blog posts, and because it's really easy, and it's fast to get straight to the point and look up only for the content that is really interesting to you. But intrusive pop-ups, they are everywhere.
Yeah,
Sometimes they are related to scrolling, so if you scroll to a certain center point of the blog post or other stuff, and also keyword stuffing. I know a lot of people that are
who does
now
this?
working in some agencies and are optimizing their clients' websites, and those websites are full of keywords, like random keywords
Over
everywhere.
optimizing.
Yeah, so they have a lot of a
Yeah,
lot of stuff to optimize.
actually, I noticed that Liam Reed is asking us about backlink article service that I mentioned, and I just can't like skip this. It is prnews.io. I hope that, yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
guys,
kind
somebody
of
share it in the comments so we could help Liam with his needs?
let
Oh
me
my God.
do it myself. I know, but I will try my best to optimize this up. But maybe, yeah, maybe we should I'm
Recursion.
sending a message. Here you go.
Yeah, so
Leon, you
Liam,
can check
enjoy. We'll help you definitely. Just
it.
yeah, ping us through chat. Yeah, so let's get back to rankings probably.
Absolutely. Here you go.
Yeah, yeah. Previous slide.
Oops.
Yes, this one. And also there is some other like a negative ranking factor, which is unnatural links.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having backlinks is always a good idea, but it is like very important how you perform it, since you can just buy some backlinks from some guest post blogger and so on. I
Mm-hmm.
think that you receive tons of such letters as me. And yeah, it is not always a good idea just to buy some backlinks. You should like be
Mm-hmm.
sure that the source of this backlink is trustworthy. You should
Mm-hmm.
check all the SEO metrics of the site that you get this backlink. And
Mm-hmm.
also it would be the best way if this backlink would look natural for search engines. So if it is a part of relevant content of a relevant site, it would only like give you like extra points in rankings. If it's not, unfortunately, it wouldn't. So
Yeah.
yeah, like pay attention where you get your links from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Speaking about the natural links, we had a client recently, PRNEWS.io, that wanted like to buy a lot of backlinks, but then after like a brief consultation, we understood that just a few percentage of those backlinks were like really uh, a good fit, actually a good
mhm.
fit for that client, because you have to always check the domain authority, the domain ranking, and a
Yeah.
lot of different metrics in order to understand, okay, this is something that could increase my ranking on Google, or decrease. Indeed, just you explain to us, Anna, the unnatural links, what they can do to your blog post, to your website. Yeah.
Yep.
Shall we
Yep.
move forward?
Yeah, sure. Because like negative factors is too dark, and I hope that like nobody of our listeners are sinners in terms of using these pop-ups and keyword stuffing and bad backlinks as well. So let's better talk about how to optimize like your web content. And actually, let's get back like to the
Oh,
topic
this
that
one.
yeah, no. Sorry, we are staying on that slide. Yeah, I just want to repeat the idea that the common issue that comes like with the page that isn't optimized is that it is not getting traffic. So
Mhm,
like for example, if you're talking about like a totally online business, it means that bad optimized pages will like you would sit without any sales, because nobody will find your products and services through search engine. So unless you like put your marketing dollars for getting some ads and some views and some visitors, you won't get any sales. However, I believe that this strategy, like it gives only a present moment effect and
mhm,
ends almost at the same time when you stop spending money on ads. So God bless, we have got SEO, which works in a long time perspective. And also it is relatively cheap or even free if you don't have like enough budget for like having fancy off-page SEO strategy and conduct it. You can make these minor changes, which I'm talking about, like in terms of optimizing content on your site, and
mhm,
do it clearly and understandable for crawlers. For example, you could improve your visibility as well. So SEO is like a magic pill for having traffic, I believe. And when you like put some extra efforts, some extra budget, so of course you will get like only increased results. So, and also I would like to say, it seems like I'm like fell in love with SEO, but
Slowly.
yes, yes, probably that's what's happening. And I'd like to say that it is most organic way to get traffic, so it should be just perfect. Yeah. So yeah, let's like discuss how we can optimize content and
The
web
website.
pages to get better rankings and to use like this whole power of SEO. So first of all, we should make the website useful and interesting. So it is important to create compelling, useful content that will likely influence your website more than any other factors. Yeah. And it would be very great if users find your content engaging, since when users are engaged, they will likely want to share your content, and it will like give you additional points as well in rankings, and also it will give you some organic traffic as well. So unfortunately, sharing rarely comes without very good content, so just put your efforts in it, yeah, again. And also, you should know your visitors, and you should understand what they like demand and give it to them. So here we come to keyword research, and once you have like right keywords and topics, you can create great content. To Yeah, so it should be like fresh, unique, and then it will perform better. It is not a very good idea to like reuse old content. Sometimes our customers and partners ask us if it is like a good idea, can they use it or not. But Google's make a lot of like put a lot of effort to show pages with distinct information. So if pages on websites duplicate some content, it wouldn't be shown enough. And also, you should cultivate users' trust. So users should feel comfortable visiting your website and believe it is trustworthy, especially if they are buying something from that site. So you should provide information about who are publishing on this site, who provides the context, and what's the like organization's goal, for example. And also, it is a perfect place for for some ad integration. Also, you could add links to articles from high authority sites that mention in your company, and that would increase trust to your business significantly. And you easily could get such articles by using PRNEWS.io, of course.
For example, yeah, just you can test it out. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we with you, Anna, we just did this huge overview of ICO. What is ICO? What is it about? How what to do, what not to do. That it's equally important. Yeah, it was just great overview. Just let me off for 1 second. Oh, nice. Now I can see you,
Yeah.
and I can even
Later.
see
Thanks for
and
attention.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And I there are some questions for you, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
How may we suggest Google? So this is Endo Falcone. How may we suggest Google that there is a page where they might find our backlinks, G, distribute, and use via peer news, but it's published on press release page, which is usually unexit.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a nice point for discussion, actually. Not all the press releases, first of all, they are marketed as like sponsored backlinks, so Google isn't like aware of this publication was made by some on
Mm-hmm.
some payment basics, let's say. And also on PRNews.io, there are a lot of options and even some filters for filtering out sites who post your articles without ad label and without the sponsored tag. So it's possible like to fulfill your
Mm-hmm.
needs with our marketplace.
And yeah, and I even know that Alina would like to say something about
Sure.
this. Alina,
Yes.
can you jump to Here you
So
go.
yeah, at PR News we have lots of options and more of them with page indexing. So you go to the catalog and you can choose what exactly you need. If you need your article to be indexed, means that it will be indexed by Google. So not all websites publish in unindexed section.
Mhm.
So yeah, just choose relevant media.
Understood. Understood. Okay. Okay. That's a good answer. So we can move forward. And by the way, we have a question that we have some comments on LinkedIn. Do we ask questions here or some other platform?
Anywhere.
Actually, you can ask questions everywhere on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you wish, really, wherever you wish. So I say goodbye to Anna and I say
Thank
goodbye
you
to
for
Alina.
attention.
Yeah, thank you. It was insightful. And Alina, see you
I'll see you later.
soon. Yes, see you later. See you soon, Anna. And now we are moving forward because we have, I may say, the most experienced person here. Am I right,
Hi,
Nastya?
hi. I hope so. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
you definitely
let's
are.
discuss.
So, Nastya, please tell us a little bit more about yourself and let's get into this huge
Yes.
experience that you have. Yeah,
Okay, I think we can skip this slide, but I am
absolutely.
a content marketer with 10 years of experience, and
Mhm,
today we will talk about content marketing. So,
mhm,
content marketing can boost your website rankings and increase your organic traffic for sure. I'm sure that you know it, but today I'll show you how. And
how?
yes, today I'll show you how. And the next slide, yes, content marketing and SEO go hand in hand when it comes to building a solid online presence for your business. In simple terms, SEO involves optimizing your website and content to appear higher in search engines.
Yeah.
On the other hand, content marketing focuses on creating and sharing valuable content. And both strategies work together to drive visibility, attract the right people, and establish your brand online. So the next slide. How can content boost your rankings? Actually, it's all about four,
Or
four key points. Four
keep
key
on.
points. Yes, relevant and optimizing content, keyword integration, user engagement signals, and lean building.
Mhm.
So, by creating a high quality, relevant, and optimizing content, you can switch the slide. Yes,
Yes.
you can align your website with the search intent of
Mhm.
users. On this slide, you can see how the PRNEWS.io company blog generated nearly 900,000 page views in 2023. I think it's quite a lot, and it's all with the help of content marketing.
Mhm.
Yes, the next slide is about keyword optimization. Yes,
Mhm.
keyword integration. Integration target keywords into your content helps search engines understand the relevance of your pages. On this slide, I'm showing how our blog ranks for 65,000 keywords, meaning we optimized our content with the right keywords. This helps us to appear more frequently in search results and increase our visibility.
Wow.
Yes. And the next slide is about it is important to maintain the natural and user-friendly approach while using keywords.
Mhm.
For example, our blog ranks for important keywords for our business, like press
Yeah.
releases, public relations, and so on.
Mhm.
Next
So
slide.
this should be really relevant as we discussed it with.
Yes. It's for sure.
Yeah.
Next slide is about user engagement signals. It's very important key point for online visibility because content that generates user engagement, such as social shares, comments. This content can positively impact search engine visibility, and you should take care about shareable content on your website.
Sharing
And
is caring, they say. So yeah, basically
Sharing is
content of
caring
those
for
things that-
sure. Yes, and the next slide, my favorite slide about link building,
Mhm.
because when you create valuable content, it attract backlinks from trustworthy websites for free. This tells search engines that your content is reliable and it deserving to rank higher. On this slide, you can see an example on how the number of backlinks to the our PRNEWS.io blog keeps increasing during 2 years, maybe. Yes.
This is July 2022 and until now, basically until now.
Yes. And some of these backlinks are obtained without any cost for free, just because we created a good content. And the next slide shows this example of such article. On our blog, we have article called Twitter Shadow Ban about this, and this article got about 450 backlinks. I received it completely for free, just because this is a cool content. Yes, and the next slide shows how, as you see, the number of backlinks on to the articles has steadily increased for a second year already, which means that this content has a long-term effect. Maybe lifetime even, and this is the main superpower of quality content marketing. Maybe you can switch the slide. Yes, you will spend a lot of money on creating and distributing content, but the effect of those actions are quite long term. Even lifetime maybe. With the quality content, you can continue to attract traffic and backlinks to your website, maybe your YouTube channel or any other organic traffic focused project till it exists. Yes. This is one of the main differences between content marketing and paid advertising. Once you disable the ad, the lead generation will stop instantly. Yes, and content does not require additional investment after, and can organically bring you leads and traffic for a long time, maybe lifetime even. I think it's cool stuff about content marketing. Yes, and let's take.
Adding to this, I sometimes I'm amazed on how sometimes I used to Google everything that I can, and as I already said, I'm a blog reader, so I do love reading blog posts, and uh, sometimes I notice that there is content from 2017 or 2015
Yes.
that is still there, is still in top 3, top 4, meaning 5 years, 8 years later, they still generate traffic and maybe even leads. Absolutely.
Yes, it is a good way to update your content. Yes, you should update your content, but if it's relevant even after 5 years, why not?
Why not?
It works. Yes. So let's take a look at some popular content formats and advantages they offer. First of all, as the next slide, you can switch. Yes, the main obvious format is blog posts and articles. Well-written blog posts and articles provide the opportunity to target specific keywords and to establish your website as reliable source of information. It's very important, a reliable source of information. and they can also be easily shared and linked into and enhancing visibility. The next format is video. I like it so much, and as you know, YouTube is the second biggest search engine right now after Google. And video content has gained immense popularity and has higher chances of appearing in search results. Creating engaging and informative videos can attract more views, increase user engagement, and improve search visibility. You can see this cool example of your webinar with
Yeah, I remember.
2,000 views. Yes, it was amazing. But next slide, please. With this webinar, I want to share another cool trick called repurposing of content. The idea behind it is when you prepare material for an article, you conduct a research and invest some time into it. Then the content you gathered can be presented in various formats such as articles, video, and podcast, and maybe even more. Yes, some presentation and so on. Different people consume content in different formats, and you need to reach out to them effectively. That's why from the webinar on the previous slide, we created a full-fledged article, and it immediately started ranking for the keywords that are relevant for our business. Yes, I believe that over time, the article's position will only improve. And it's very fascinating example as for me. Yes.
So moving from videos, so from video webinar, video live, and then to the video permanent video on YouTube, and then to this.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the way we do it. And the next slide about podcast. Podcast offer a unique way to deliver content for your audience, optimizing your podcast episodes with relevant keywords, providing valuable insights, featuring influencers, can increase visibility through search engines and podcast directories. At PRNEWS.io, we also have a podcast called Behind the Scene of PR, where we talk about PR and marketing. Very often, we simply transform our articles into audio format. Just it is, and it's about repurposing our content. Yes, our podcast is available on all popular platforms, which boost brand visibility too. And let's move forward. Yes, to the visual content, infographics. It is a highly shareable content. Infographics also tend to attract backlinks, boosting your website visibility. But when it comes to visual content, we here at PRNEWS.io not only use infographics, but also leverage such platform like Pinterest or for content distribution. The next slide, please. For each article, we create a pin in Canva and upload it to the Pinterest with backlink. Pinterest is a search engine too for images, and which allows you to gain some exposure and engagement on that platform as well. Yes, you can see some stats on the slide.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Oh,
Whew. And
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of content, and I do believe that we can split it because it's highly dense. What you're talking about right now, highly dense of information. Maybe we will transform it into podcast as well.
maybe for sure. Yes, you can check our blog. There are lots of information about how to distribute how we distribute our content and how you should do it. So check our blog PRNEWS.io, and you will find a lot of information, I'm sure. on marketing and PR. So the last part of my presentation is about how to create shareable content. It's a huge topic, yes, but we will stop on two main points. First of all, you can switch the slide. First of all, don't forget about your target audience, age, income, education, and so on. How to do it? I use the method of 5W. The next slide.
Ah,
It's a popular, yes, it's a popular approach to analyze your audience. It involves asking 5 questions to gather information for better understanding of your target audience. And let's break it down. The question who is your target audience? Yes, let's stay here. We identify their demographic information such as age, gender, location, and other characteristics. Yes, what are their interests, needs, and preferences? Where we should identify the platforms, websites, social media channels, events, and communities they are actively engaged with. When does your audience engage with the content you may or make a purchase decision? Yes, and why the last one? Why does your audience engage with your content or choose your product as services? So by answering these questions, you can get valuable insights about your audience and which can help you to create targeted and relevant content that would be shareable. Yes,
why
the
is
first
a really big question. The why it's a really big
why.
question.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can dive deeper and
so many
yes, a
reasons.
deep interview
Yeah.
for your clients. Yes, the next one. Yes, you should focus on delivering content that offers practical value for your audience. So you should share actionable tips, step-by-step guides, case studies, and industry insights that can help and be easily implemented by your target audience. Yes.
This is the reason why I like a lot infographics. We even have a lot of infographics on our website, and it's just on our blog, pardon me, as you just explained to us. And they're really useful because they are a summary, like they sum up
Summary.
a lot of information that just in there on this size PNG file, and everything is there. And they are also shareable on LinkedIn. People,
Yes.
I'm noticing that people are highly engaging with infographics and with ebooks, short or long ebooks. Yeah, and you can even create a few infographics about the topic and then put them together. Yeah, and it could become like a step-by-step guide, for example, for
Yeah, yes, it's. I think that infographics are most shareable content ever.
yeah,
As for me,
absolutely, absolutely.
okay, and
A warning.
maybe my yeah, yeah, maybe my last but not least tip for today: don't use ChatGPT for writing. For writing, yes, everyone wants to create AI generated content, but nobody wants to read it, for
Mhm.
sure. Yes. Reasons the lack of you may switch
Yes,
this
absolutely.
yes, the lack of experience and expertise. ChatGPT may struggle to provide accurate and detailed information on some complex subjects. Yes.
Mhm.
Uh, Also, this algorithm of Google about expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Yes, it's important factor in content creation, and I think that ChatGPT still can't deal with it. Plagiarism concern as
Yeah.
ChatGPT generated text based on patterns and examples it has learned before, yes, from training data. And this training data goes up till September 2021. Yes, as
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crucial to verify all information that chat provides. Verify, but now I am starting all. I start all my content creation processes with a ChatGPT for sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
You,
and
you
the
just
next.
give some inputs, but not the final result. It's just
Yeah, not final result, but researches. Yes, it
yeah,
helps a lot, and you can switch the next
yeah.
slide. Yes, you can use ChatGPT to create titles. Yes, it creates amazing titles. I adore it. They are perfect as for me. Yes, create quick outlines for the articles, for any materials, for presentation, for your video, everything. Yes, seed keywords, generate. Short form of contents, meta description, product description, and so on. You can use it for proofreading, for creating rich snippets,
So
like FAQ, yes, recipes, and so on, that help Google machine to index your content. Yes, and create
tables.
tables, yes, and so
So
on. So,
that's my thing. That's why I use ChatGPT is because I love to visualize the content and then
yeah,
download it
yeah,
as
yeah.
a CSV file,
It
and then I
creates a perfect outline, and you can just missing
hmm
uh,
hmm
work on it. Yes,
yep.
and the last my last screen. I believe that content is still king even in 2023. Maybe we should test different formats and create more video content, but it's still a content. Yes.
And since
So
content is still king, I
yes.
definitely where is I lost you. Why?
Oh,
Why?
find please.
Just a second. Just a second, because there are some. Here we go. Okay, since content is king, I do believe that we shall organize like a next webinar where we talk about this absolutely, like content distribution and content marketing with you, since your huge experience and you just showed us more about it. Yeah, so yeah,
Oh,
definitely we
thank
will
you,
schedule it.
thank you.
You cannot hide. You cannot hide from us. Okay.
Thank you. It has been a pleasure sharing this
for
information with you.
for us
So
as
thank
well.
you for
For us as
attention.
well. For us as well.
Yes,
And
thank
Nastya,
you.
I say goodbye to you, and I say hi to Daniele. Here we go, Daniele. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi.
Well,
How do you feel? I know we have a lot of information that we will be sharing. So yeah.
yeah, exactly. After this amazing presentation from Nastya and also Anna, I think I'm just like really quickly
Which
touch.
okay, like a fresh touch. Let's start with this. So what do you do, Daniele? Tell us more
Yeah,
about you. And
so since we have already talked a lot about SEO, all SEO things and what is SEO, the importance of SEO keywords and stuff, I will just really touch point some interesting stuff about how PR professionals can, leverage
mm-hmm,
from SEO tools.
mm-hmm.
We
Okay,
can go to the
okay.
next
Let's
one.
dive into this. Yeah.
So, of course, when we talk about PR strategies in the public relations world, it's not all about press releases. But today, on this presentation, I decided to focus on that because I
Mm-hmm,
think when we think of content and quality content, it's usually related to press releases. Um,
mm-hmm,
when we think of PR strategies, right?
mm-hmm,
So and why a press release?
mm-hmm,
Because we want to build a brand reputation and we want to build online presence. And it's a day-to-day job. It's not something that just happens from one day to another. It takes time. It's usually what I would say it's the top of the funnel.
mm-hmm.
Usually, it doesn't generate leads, but of course, it can depending on the way you write your press release. Um, Touching on the points where Nastya and Anna already talked about, why we should think of a press release on the PR world as something really important, because it needs to be well written, it needs to be relevant, and it needs to catch the attention of Google search results and the target audience. After we have passed through all this branding and this brand reputation, with what comes, we can establish this tough leadership. And again, it's something that doesn't happen from one day to another. It's something that we build day to day. But from the moment we have it, we also have authoritative content. And it's good not only for the company itself, for the brand itself, but it also matters to search results, right? To SEO, to Google. So we can go to the next one.
Yep.
And if you have anything to add, Andriy, please
No,
stop
absolutely.
me at any time.
I'm just trying to read and to understand better, to ask a proper question, but you're covering almost everything that pops up into my mind, actually. Yeah.
Okay, good. So just a little bit about this evolution of press releases. It's something that we have been doing as PR specialists. We have been doing for forever. But I think before, and being a person in the market for like 20 years, I would say that before digital marketing and before this digital age, it was something more like a company needs to be in the press, so we just write a press release, right? And we send it to the press, or we use distribution channels to do it. It doesn't work anymore like this. We have to think of how SEO and everything that Nastya and Anna talked about before. We have to think of how we can combine press releases, media coverage, online presence, and SEO all together. If we only think of write anything, not thinking of engaging information, offering solutions, it will serve for nothing. So this third sentence there, I think it's key. The message needs to speak and engage with the target audience. If it doesn't speak to your target audience, you're just spending money.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go
Moving
to the
forward.
so here, since we have talked a lot before, the girls they really covered everything. In these two next slides, I'm just gonna touch point some tips that I think we could use when we are crafting a press release. So of course, the first one is keywords. We have to think carefully about how we add our keywords on press releases. If it's a journalist or a PR person who comes from this previous ages like me, it can be really difficult to think strategically, like Nastya thinks, for example, when she's writing all the blog posts that we have, right? So I would say that this is something really important that PR specialists and journalists in general have to think about. Also, let's not forget the headline. It's also important to think that keywords have to be used there as well. We tend to focus only on the content itself, on the lead, the first paragraph, the whys, who, where, but we forget about the headlines. And it's also important not only for key results or a search engine, but it's also important for media coverage itself, for the journalist who is checking for your press release there on the inbox. Third, link to quality content. And then just going back a little bit where the girls talked about backlinks. So if you have, and it works for both sides, if you have a really good press release, published, and it catches the attention of a writer, a content writer, a copywriter, they will be interested on linking your press release to their content. It could be a blog post, for example. And the same way happens if you are the one writing a press release, and you can also find you should search for other good contents to link to your own content, because it shows to Google, to search engine, that both contents are good and they have authority.
Yeah.
We can go to the
To the
next
next
one.
one, and indeed,
Yeah.
just a quick update. They notified me, our team notified me that we have a lot of questions, and there is really like a chat ongoing meanwhile we're doing this webinar. So let's do this. And because, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to see the chat. We will fix it next time, because I'm not able to see the people that are engaging, because I'm sharing my screen and I can see only the presentation, and neither you, Daniele, but done this. We will get back to the chat, and yeah, let's answer to some questions, and let's connect with the people that are engaging with us. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can, whenever it's fine for you to check the chat, you can go there, but it can be in the end as well.
Yeah. For example, here. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So go on. We have also to identify newsworthy angles. And for me, it means that what is trending, what is hot, like a hot topic at the moment. It could be, you can think that your brand doesn't really have anything to do with release of a movie, for example. For example, we were talking the other day in the office about the Barbie movie. Maybe we can, there's something there on this topic because it's a hot topic. It's something that it's just all over internet. Maybe
Yeah.
you can relate this release of this movie with your brand, with your company. So
Okay.
just think about what people are looking for, what people are searching for. It
I-
can,
I'm searching for the next movie by Christopher Nolan and not Barbie, but maybe I'm not the target for for that content, but for another one. Yeah.
but see, this is something that you're looking for, right? So why not try to relate our own brand with something related to this movie?
I see. I see.
So multimedia elements, as we talked before, videos, images, it complements the main content, which is the press release itself. So, and you can use multiple ways of sharing this kind of content. Like you can use, for example, Google Drive, and you can share the link with a journalist. Or you can also, like we do at PR News, you can just edit the press release itself. You can edit on the blog, and then you can add all the other images and videos to it. So there are multiple ways where you can make the most of the internet. And last but not least, you should also make use of distribution channels. And if you're talking about distribution channels, you're also talking about PR news, for example. And how you, of course, a journalist, PR specialist, usually we have our own media list where we have all that connections that we have been building for our whole lives. But it's also interesting to use other channels to distribute your content.
Absolutely.
And you can, we are talking about PR news here, of course, but you can also search on Google, and there are multiple platforms where you can distribute your content easily.
Yeah, some
And costly effective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Some aggregators, some platforms like that. Yeah. I see this. I see this. I see this. And we have an example.
Yeah, so just to finalize the presentation here, it's just like for us to really see it. So this press release, we promoted it in a
Mhm.
website, a media outlet from the Netherlands, when
Mhm.
we were preparing for Money 2020,
Yeah.
and we decided when we were writing this press release, we are also searching for which keyword would be best uh, to put in there and to link to something to our website, to our blog.
Mhm.
And when we went to HRF's SEO platform, we could see that sponsored content has more than 2,000 mentions, more than 2,000 in volume,
Mhm.
2,000 searches, sorry, not mentions, searches, monthly. So for us, it really made sense to add that keyword because it's all about PR news, and we could see that people are looking for it.
Yeah.
So we added it there on the press release, and we linked to a blog post on our website.
Awesome. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was a lot of information here. So let's just take a quick break. So let me stop a bit. Daniele, here you go. I see you. And finally, I see a lot of questions here
Oh my
from
God.
Franks, Alex, Anton. Whoa. So, girls, can I have your attention here? Like Avengers. um, for example, we can, since you have a huge experience in this field, we can start us answering some questions like from Alex. Does disabling cookies in browser somehow affects the search results? Uh,
May I? I've got
yeah.
like a perfect metaphor since I saw this question. I'm just thinking about it. For you as user, of course, if you disable your cookies in browser, the search engine will deliver you worse results as if Google know more about you. You could compare it with like receiving gifts on your birthday from your old friend and somebody who knows you for like a week. So the same is when you're like switching off your cookies, Google doesn't know anything about you, so it deliver you like not very relevant results.
Uh-huh. Understood. Understood. Uh, that someone can want or can comment on this. That's it,
Yeah,
Daniele,
was
Lena.
a discussion of.
Okay, okay.
Perfect answer from Anna.
And we can answer another question slash comment from Frank's. By the way, Frank's, and I see here Anton and Alex, you were highly engaging. So we have to, as a team, we have to like get back to you and give you not a hug, but some other word for being so engaged to this conversation. So, Franks is answering to Anton. Just share your press release and your social accounts and boost your post a bit to get actual visibility. Get 50 shares for there. They will send style two backlinks to your press release. Okay, this looks like a strategy. Yeah, Daniele, what do you think about this? You're an expert in press releases.
I agree. I didn't talk anything about social media because I know Alina will be
Will
next
do,
and she
yeah.
will cover everything about it. But for sure, absolutely. I think again we have to always combine. So we have press releases, we have SEO tools, and we also have social media. So why not use all of this to spread the word? So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. 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 And here we have Frank's again. Like, This is a question for Nastya and for me, I guess. Okay, can you please comment on AI-generated content versus manually researched content articles? The trend is fastly moving towards semi-automatization in this field. I like this new buzzword, maybe semi-automatization. So half human, like a cyborg, half human and half ChatGPT, basically. Uh, yeah, AI generated content. Just keep in mind that there are a lot of platforms that are now growing in number that can check your content, and they can really easily understand either it's AI generated or not. And publishers are using it, and a lot of publishers, as far as I see, they are asking for completely new 100% new content. So but maybe Nastya, you can tell us more about this trend.
Google doesn't ban for AI-generated content for sure, but there are lots of tools that can show that your content is generated by machine. As I told before, in my presentation, don't use ChatGPT for writing, but use it for inspiration and use it for to create outlines for short format of content. Yes, you must create quality content that responds your audience pain. Yes, and if you will generate it with ChatGPT, okay, if it works, why not? That's all.
Indeed, Anton commented, I'm also curious about this development as there is no way Google will value AI generated content same. Well, Google, yeah, I do believe so, but as you just told us, it's hard for Google maybe to understand the AI generated content. But keep in mind that you don't have to make ChatGPT write a content for you. You can use Notion AI, you can use Lex that are tools that help you when you're stuck on where when you have to brainstorm, and they are built for that. And so keep these tools in mind as well. And we have this trend ongoing, this thread of messages. If you are an owner of the website, then it doesn't matter that much. Track your website, the average moments in Google indexes. Okay, and now we have a lot of messages between Anton and and Frank's, and then uh Aline, I'm interested to know some key elements to consider when optimizing press release content with ACO. So, Daniele, I guess,
Yeah,
and
I
not
think
the ones.
I think we talked a little bit about them.
Mm,
The let me I'm just to not lose myself here.
mm,
So on the tips that I gave in the end of the presentation, I think, like, when we think about keywords on headlines to link the to quality content, thinking about the backlinks,
mhm,
elements like videos and images, and thinking about engaging quality content. Of course, it's not
mhm,
only about keywords, but it's also how you put your keywords within quality
mhm,
content,
mhm, mhm,
engaging information.
mhm. It's like a recipe with a lot of ingredients and with a lot of elements. And I guess we answered the question. How can the use of media such as images or videos enhance the ACO value of a press release and attract more online
I
visibility?
think I can handle that question.
Yes, absolutely, because you will be the next one to speak.
Yeah, just briefly, as far as I know, the search engine crawl not only text-based content, but also the multimedia. And if you
Mhm,
optimize your images or videos with alt text, meta files, descriptions, and it will for sure increase the
mhm,
visibility. And the second, you can use the quality images which will be shareable. So users will share it to their social media, maybe to their websites, and it also like will increase your visibility and attract more new readers.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, you definitely handled this one. And okay, like just I'm switching from one question to another because we have a tight schedule on this. And once again, interested, can you briefly expand on your creative process and how you approach today's hot topics, Barbie, Oppenheimer film, movie, so as you wish, to leverage them for your PR activities? Daniele, please.
Well, it's actually a really interesting way of doing this, of thinking of hot topics. So, for example, now I'm writing, producing this content more related to Generation Z, Gen
Okay.
Z,
Okay.
from a person who is not from the Gen Z. So,
You
uh,
have
We
like
are here for you, Daniele.
we are here from you. Okay, you have an outsider look. So yeah.
exactly. So it's also interesting for me because as a writer, as a person who is producing content, especially for this generation, because they are the consumers now, right? So I'm searching ways of making this new this article. It's like it's a press release, but more like an article because it has more insights on how we should address um, content, on how we should address to the Gen Z, because
Mhm.
we know it's a lot about social media, and
Yeah.
that's why we have Alina talking about social media, right?
For me, yeah,
But
indeed.
we can't forget that press releases, they are still important. They are the ones who build this brand reputation. So that's how I'm building this new article. I don't know if it answers your question, Franks. I hope so. So this is just one of the examples. So I was searching for hot topics and trending topics, and I could see that people don't know how to write, to how to build content for Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 That's a great answer. And indeed, here is Aline thinking, Alina, that Alina, thank you very much for handling all the questions here because yeah, we had a lot of them. And next time, absolutely, we have to fix this stuff of showy, so reading messages and sharing the screen. So, Alina, so I say goodbye to Anna, Nastya, and Danielle again. See you really soon. And we will be pardon me, Alina. Hop, hop. So let's go and let's speak about the importance of social media for ACO. So let me share my screen. Meanwhile, you can introduce yourself.
Mhm. Okay, so as I already introduced myself in the beginning, I've been working with media and public relations for years.
Mm-hmm.
And today I would like to discuss a topic that has gained increasing importance in our digital age is the interconnected is the connection between search engine rankings and social media. So
Yep.
in our world when online platforms dominate our interactions, it is very crucial to understand the impact that they have on search engine rankings and how they shape our digital landscape.
Mm-hmm.
So you can switch this slide to the next.
Yep.
Yeah, so just for the beginning, let's define rankings in search engines. So
Mm-hmm.
when we think of search engines and platforms like Google, Yahoo, Bing often come to mind. And these search engines utilize complex algorithms that to rank websites and their search results based on their relevance and quality. So as my colleagues already told us, Send high rankings of search engine result page is vital important for attracting organic traffic and gaining digital visibility. So now, where does social media fit into this picture?
Yeah.
Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, they have revolutionized the way we communicate and share information and consume content. So they have transformed how we discover and engage with online content and have created vast network of connections. Moreover, social media has become an integral part of many people's daily lives. So enabling them to share experience, advice, and opinions with friends and followers. Through various mechanisms, social media can significantly impact search engine rankings. So let us delve into a few of these crucial relationships.
Okay.
So first of them are social signals. Likes, shares, comments, and mentions on social media serves as indicators of content popularity and quality. And search engines take these social signals into account when determining the relevance and authority of the website. Significant engagement on social media can improve search engine rankings. The next relationship is increased website traffic. A strong presence on social media can drive more traffic to a website. So when users discover and engage with compelling content on social media, they're more likely to visit the linked website. So the increased traffic sends a message to search engines that the website is valuable and relevant and potentially resulting in higher rankings. The next relationship is brand authority and visibility. Both businesses and individuals can establish their brand image and position themselves as thought leaders in their respective fields through social media. Regular sharing valuable content on social media boosts brand visibility and credibility, which can positively impact search engine rankings. Next is quotation and backlinks. Social media simplifies the process of obtaining quotation and backlinks of a website. When content from a website is shared on social media, links to original source are often included. So these backlinks are seen by search engines as testimonials of trustworthiness and raising website authority and potentially improving its search engine rankings. While there is a clear connection between social media and search engine rankings, it is crucial to remember that search engines prioritize relevance, quality, and user experience over social signals alone. So a comprehensive SEO strategy should encompass other complements such as optimizing website structure, reducing page load times, and creating valuable and authoritative content. And now I'm going to share some ways to use social media platforms to make business more visible. So, first of all, is set your objectives. Start by starting your goals and objectives.
Can we jump to that extent?
These are just some notes for
Okay.
our guests to take. Yeah. So ways to use social media platforms. Set your objectives. Establish objectives for your social media presence. Increase brand recognition, increase website traffic, the generation of lead, increased audience engagement. You can better tailor your social media strategy by defining your objectives. So just choose what you need. What are your goals? The second way is to select the best platform. So you should choose social media platforms that are compatible with your industry and targeted audience. Different content types and demographics are served by various platforms. Concentrate your efforts on the platforms where your content can have the greatest impact and where your target audience is most engaged. This slide. Next, produce content of high quality. Distribute content that is relevant to your target audience, which is relevant to your team. And to keep your audience interested, concentrate on creating a mix of text, images, videos, interactive content, and other media. Make use of storytelling techniques and visual elements to get people's attention and get them to share that content. This next way is make use of hashtags. Include relevant hashtags in your post to expand your audience and improve visibility. Make strategic to use of hashtags that are currently trending in your sector by researching them. Users can easily find your content and join relevant conversation thanks to hashtags. Cross promote and collaborate. So this is the next way to reach new audience by working with influencers, experts in the field, or brands that complement one another. So to increase your visibility, promote each other's content, or run joint campaigns. Your brand is introduced to a wider audience through collaborations. And make use of paid advertisement. If you want to increase your visibility on social media, you might want to use paid advertisement. So you can target specific demographic, reach a wider audience with robust advertising option on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Yeah, and in conclusion, today's digital landscape intertwines social media and search engine rankings. So social media platforms influence search engine rankings through social signals, increased website traffic, brand visibility, and the creators of backlinks and quotations. However, it is very important to recognize a well-rounded SEO strategy. And if it encompasses more than just social media, and multifaceted approach that focuses on providing valuable content and a seamless user experience is essential for establishing a strong online presence. So let's utilize social media responsibly to enhance our online presence and navigate this digital Gen Z age while ensuring the integrity and quality of the content we create and share remain intact. Yeah.
Okay, it was like a lot of data and info, and so these were like notes and presentation done, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I can get back to you girls, and yeah, okay. Anna, Daniele, Nastya, how was it?
We got inspired, right?
Yes, it
Yes.
was a cool experience, for sure. Thank you
Yes,
for having me. It's
it was definitely thanks to you girls, ladies, and thanks to Franks. Absolutely, we can get back to you, and definitely we can give you some merchandising or the profession of peer news. You can test it out, and
At least chocolate medal.
yeah, like a chocolate medal. Yeah, yeah, for being so engaged with the conversation and asking questions and answering them as well. And then we have also Anton, absolutely, and yeah,
Right.
thanks to Alina, thanks to Alina that helped us a lot with like managing the comments and the questions. Okay, it was fun. Nastya, you're the next one for like a big dive in into content creation, content distribution. And then last question from Franks. Absolutely. And is there a good way how to track social signals for ACO? Super.
yes, for sure. It's one of the main thing when you distribute your content via social media. You attract more visitors, and they
They
mm,
engage with they engage with the content.
You
That
engage with the content. I forgot
this
this
is
word.
like part of
Yes.
this is a
Yeah, you
part
can just check it
of
on Google Analytics or social
And
media.
And
you
Ahrefs as well.
send the positive signals to search machine, search engine, and that's why Google will rank your content higher and higher.
maybe we
More,
can
more,
maybe we can have this
And the
topic.
service, which is hrefs.com, is perfect for tracking all your social signals of SEO.
Yeah.
Maybe an Excel could be about integrating social media and ACO. And yeah, this could be one. And Frank's, yeah, we can you can attend that one as well, and we can answer more of your questions. So and Aline is thanking.
Yeah.
Thank you
For
for being
watching
here
us.
with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us. And ladies, I say goodbye to you. See you soon.
Thank
And
you so much.
Thank
yeah,
you, guys.
thank you very much for being with us, all of you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.